What's going on, YouTube? I am back here with another video, but today's video is a little different. And two things to say before this video starts. Two things to say, which is one, this is a story time, something I've never done on my channel before. So if you do end up going ahead and liking the video and enjoying it, just let me know, and I'll drop another one, because I got some wisdom to give. I got some wisdom to give, because I'm 14,000 years old. So I could tell you anything. But the other thing is, my mom already knows about what happened. So Mom, if you are watching this video, just I sent you the boot at this video. Now I'm playing. But what ended up happening is, okay, so first we got caught throwing a party at my friend Zach's house. And it was a 2-day event, because you'll find out. You'll just find out. But in the first day, it was me, my friend Zach, which he's been in the first ever video, my friend Robert, which he was in the bar spin tutorial video, and my friend Jaime, which has never been in a video before, but he will be in a video soon, so watch out for that. And my friend Marcos making a special appearance, who's been in a video, but he had summer school at the moment, so we had to FaceTime him. That's why I say special appearance, because, we were on FaceTime, But, so, Robert, Jaime, and Zach were all hanging at Zach's house. And the reason they're all hanging at Zach's house is because last summer, we always used to hang out. All of us, like the 5 I just named, you never catch us not hanging out. Like, it's that huge bro love we have for each other. And, what's it called? And we always hang out at Zach's house because Zach's mom would, like, let all of us stay the night, which a lot of the times, like, our moms wouldn't let more than, like, 2 people stay the night. But Zach's mom would let all of us stay the night. So we'd always choose to hang out at Zach's house or go spend the night at Zach's house, So we went there, and they hit me up, and they're like, yo, you want to hang out? And I'm like, sure, I'll go hang out. Like, I don't know plans. And so I hop on my bike, because at the time I was BMXing. And I just go over there, It doesn't take me long to get over there. Once I get there, they're all chilling on the couch playing Xbox. And so I just hop on the couch playing Xbox. And at the time, it was just me, Zach, and Jaime, and Robert there, right? And then I say about like an hour or something later, his brother walks in with some friends, right? And we're like, oh, cool. He's hanging out with his friends, And then I say about 5 minutes later or so, well, not even like 5 minutes later, like an hour later, like they're getting stuff prepped up, right? And we're all wondering, like, why are they like getting stuff prepped up? And they tell us to get off the game, and they put on music on the TV, right? And we're just wondering, like, what? And then we see some baddies walk in. We see like them porn star bodies walk. Nah, I'm playing, bro. Y'all thought I disrespect women. No, I don't disrespect girls. We saw some nice, lovely, beautiful girls come in. But on the real, we do see girls come in, and we're not dressed for this. We're literally, I'm in basketball shorts and an Odell jersey. Robert's in basketball shorts, freaking and ones, and like a cutout tank top shirt. Zach's not dressed for this either. He's like, you don't even have a shirt on. He's just in like white basketball shirts. So is Jaime, and we just skedaddle to his room. We run. We're like, we can't let girls see us like this, Like, we couldn't, We're like pretty boys, I mean, some of us are pretty boys. I'm playing, but so we ended up going to Zach's room, and we're just like talking everything out. We're just like thinking, like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? Because Zach's mom wasn't even there. Like, Zach's brother's supposed to just watch us, right? And so we're just like, we're all texting girls. We're like, yo, you want to come over? Yo, you want to come over? And me, I texted Robert's ex, which is Zach's cousin. I texted her. I was like, yo, you want to come over? Just to mess with Robert, But, but what's it called? So I say about 20 or so minutes later, me and Zach decide to like go pick up girls. But you ready for this? We decided to pick up girls on a BMX bike. Both of our BMX bikes. I know it sounds dumb, and it is kind of dumb because it was like 10 o'clock at night, and we ended up getting no girls. But that took us about like 15, 20 minutes to just go out there around the neighborhood and try to see if anybody wanted to come, you know. And we get back, and we notice we notice Robert and Jaime aren't in the room. And we're just like worrying. We're like, yo, what happened to them? Where are they at? Are they like showering together? What could they possibly be doing, you know? And we walk out Zach's room, and they're hanging with the older cats, you know? And we're just like, how? Like Robert's a party animal. What I mean, Robert is a party animal. Like, Robert is a party animal. That man was straight, like, fitting in, like, so much along. And, like, it was crazy. And then, like, I see about an hour later, remember how I said I texted Robert's ex to come over? She walks to the door. And everybody's like, what's she doing here? What is she doing here? Because she's Zach's cousin, right? And then, like, it was so funny. I just did that to troll. But, and then another hour later, 2 girls ended up coming over. Like, they just texted me, and they're like, open the door. And I was like, fine by me. But we all just ended up just chilling in Zach's room. Like, really nothing even happened. And so I say about a couple hours into it, everybody ends up leaving, and it's just me, Zach, Jaime, and Robert chilling in what's his name's room, chilling in Zach's sister's room, right, on her little tiny bed. So, like, imagine 4 dudes on, like, a bed that's, like, so small. Now that I think of it, it sounds kind of weird, but it's all right. But we're just all thinking, we're like, yo, we should have a party of our own. And that's why I was saying, like, this is into 2 days, because, like, the first day inspired us to throw our own party, you know? And so we're thinking, who should we invite? And so we end up inviting the man, the myth, the legend. We end up inviting Daniel and Marcos and some more people, you know? And so, what's it going? Hold on. I'm a little thirsty. All right. So we ended up inviting more people. And so later on that day, I go home and I take a shower, right? And I put on an outfit I thought was so drippy. But in reality, it was no swag season, no drip season. Let me tell you what I put on. I put on a red polo, like, collar shirt, you know? And I put on some khaki shorts. I put on some black Nike socks. And I put on some Sperry's. And I was ready to go. Like, you know, I thought I was so swaggy. But now looking back at it, boy had no drip. Boy had no swag. Boy don't have the swag like he has right now. Look at that. But, yeah, so I thought I was, like, all swaggy in it, you know? And I pull up to Zach's house, and people are already getting there. People are already coming, so we're all just thinking, like, yo, we really did it. We're really about to have the latest party of, like, 2018. Like, once we go back to school, everybody's going to be talking about our party, you know? Like, we were thinking stuff like that. And then I say an hour later, Zach's brother walks in again with all his friends. He's like, yo, y'all need to get out. And we're like, why do we need to get out? You know, everybody just got here. And then we find out that he was throwing another party. His brother was throwing another party. He thought I was going to say his mom caught us. Yo, not yet. Not yet. But, yeah, so we ended up just, like, walking around the neighborhood outside for, like, a good hour. And, of course, me and Daniel, before camera did, we were always, like, just goofs, you know? Like, so what happened was we're just walking, and someone had, like, a boat parked in their driveway. And me and Daniel just climbed it. We literally climbed it and started messing around in it. And everybody was like, dude, get out. Dude, you're going to get us in trouble. But, like, you know, we didn't even care. And then that same person, we ended up knocking on their door and just running away. So basically, ding dong ditching. And the whole group just ran. Like, so scared, dude. They were so scared. And then We end up going to like this fast food place, which everybody ends up leaving. Like all the girls ended up leaving at that fast food place because they thought it was lame. And we're just like, bro, we can't go out like this. So we end up going to back to Zach's house because his brother said, y'all can come already, you know. So we end up going there. And we just end up going in his backyard. So all of us in the back on his trampoline, right? We're just jumping. And then we're just all thinking, right? We're just all thinking, like, man, all these girls really just left. We need to invite more. And so we end up getting on Zach's roof and texting some more girls, which Zach got these 2 girls to come over from a town near where I live. It's called Rockport. Oh, man, you already know where this is going. But he ends up getting like them to come over. And so they end up coming over and they end up climbing the roof too. And another girl comes over. So there's 3 girls. We're all on the roof. We're all just chilling and talking. And then Zach's like, yo, y'all want to go walk around at that ditch? And we're like, sure, man. And so we end up going to like this ditch near Zach's house. And we just like chilling there. And then there's a big old tunnel. And it's pitch black dark. And we end up just walking in there, you know? And then I remember right when we were in the tunnel, my mom texted me. She's like, in all caps, she's like, Jaden, you better not be doing nothing stupid. I know you're throwing a party. Who's at that party? Are the girls there? And I'm like, Mom, chill out. It's a party because you know, oh, I forgot to say this. It was a party because my friend Jaime was gonna move, but he never ended up moving. And so it was supposed to be like a goodbye party too, which I forgot to mention that. I'm sorry. But I ended up telling her stuff like that because it was, you know. And so what happened was they're being so loud I can't even focus, bro. I swear. But what ended up happening was we ended up going back to Zach's house and we're just chilling in Zach's room. It's the 5 of us. Actually, it's like 7 of us, 7 guys. Yeah, it was like 7 guys and 3 girls. So you know what that means? You thought I was going to say something inappropriate. No, I wasn't going to say nothing inappropriate. But what ended up happening was we ended up just chilling in the living room because Zach's brother and his friends left. And we ended up just chilling out in the living room. Everybody with Zach's speaker because he's a loud speaker, you know. And Zach and that girl stay behind in the room. That's not. Did you just hear that? Zach and his brother. Not that Zach and that girl ended up staying behind in the room, and then Jaime and another girl ended up staying in the other room. We're just like, we're all young, so you know we're like, they're doing something. They're getting it in, and Robert knows how to pick locks. So we're like, Robert, you got to pick this lock, and like everybody's banging on the doors while they're in the room. So. Like just being huge cog blocks, you know. And so Robert ends up picking the lock on one of their doors, and you know what we see? I ain't gonna say which guy it was, but you know what we see? Literally, they're just dry humping, like with clothes on. They're like dry humping, just like you know, they're dry humping, just dry humping. And we're like, that's it? That's all y'all doing? Like, come on now. But yeah, and then so what ends up happening is Daniel ends up going to Zach's mom's room, and he ends up getting like he found a pregnancy test and other things in like her drawer since she has a restroom in her room, and he ended up just throwing them around, just literally throwing them around, and like we had no idea where they went, and so we just like let it be because you know we thought we lost it, you know, and then. We played like some loud music on what's it called? We played loud music on Zach's speaker, which if I could find the video, like I'll show it. But if I don't, then it's gonna have to hear me out. But playing loud music, and Daniel, literally, that man's so crazy. That man broke what's his name's kitchen chair. He broke his kitchen chair. Like, you know how there's like legs on the chair? He broke one off. And that chair ended up falling. And then Zach ended up coming out the room. He's like all freaking out. He's like panicking. He's like, "Oh, whoa, y'all gonna get me in so much trouble." You're like, "Bro, what the?" Like, I trusted y'all out here. I'm like, it's like, bro, you need to calm down. And then at that point, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. We're just all still like all making a bunch of noise, destroying stuff. And Zach's brother comes back too, and he's like, "Bro, what, dude? Y'all literally doing all of this?" And there's like a huge mess because Zach's brother and his friends left a bunch of mess too. So the house is still a huge mess. And what's it called? And so, like I said, it was 5 o'clock in the morning. An hour later or two, everybody ends up leaving. So it's just, again, back to the 4 guys. Oh no, actually this time it was 5 guys because everybody left except me, Marcos, Jaime, Zach, and Robert. So it's just 5 guys and 1 king-size bed. But now we're just all chilling and talking and everything that was going on. And it went on, and we're like, yo, that was actually kind of lit. And then Zach was going on what he did. And we were like, bro, that's it? All you did? You a lame. Like, my mom always brings up this story too. And she's like, I know Zach lost his virginity there. Which, no, he did it. That man didn't do nothing. Like, literally, remember how I said they're in a room? That man didn't do anything. I swear. That man... But no, so they end up leaving, and so me and Robert were going on a vacation, right? Me and Robert were supposed to be going on a vacation out of town, and so my mom ends up coming and picking me up. But right when we walk outside, Zach's mom pulls up. His mom pulls up, and as soon as she walks in the door, she sees the pregnancy test on the floor. She sees all this stuff. She sees her bed undone. She sees the broken chair. And then she comes in Zach's room. And Zach, Marcos, and Jaime are literally just like asleep and stuff. And just like, she's getting so mad. Like, cause, dude, that was like, imagine that being you in that situation. And you're like, you didn't clean because you thought your mom was going to come home at a later time. And, like, your mom sees everything. Dude. That's so bad. And then, my mom ends up finding out, like, everything that happens. What she thinks she found out everything what happened. She's like, I know Zach did this with girls. I know Jaime did this with girls. I'm like, nothing happened, dude. And we ended up, me and Robert had to pull all-nighter. And so, like, my mom and everybody was, like, messing with us. I swear to God. They were making, me and Robert were trying to sleep. And they're making me and Robert do all this work. They're like, pick up all these boxes. And we're like, oh, we're just trying to sleep. And she's like, that's what y'all get for throwing a party. And I'm like, we're just trying to sleep. And then, like, to this day, all the adults, like my mom and everybody, like, they still talk about it because it was kind of wild. And at the time, Zach did have a girlfriend. But like, you know, things happen. Like, their relationship was kind of getting old, you know? And so, my mom doesn't get it. My mom thinks Zach's, like, some type of cheater, but no, Zach's actually really loyal to his girls. Zach don't disrespect girls. Like some of you guys. Some of you guys need to change. Stop disrespecting girls 2019, 2020. But, no. So, I hope you did end up enjoying this story. I was trying to remember everything off the top of my head. And this video is kind of like just raw. Like I'm actually doing no edits. I'm going to give y'all the raw stories. Like just what came to my head, you know? And just leave a like. Subscribe. Enjoy the video. Have a nice day. If you stick to the end. If you did stick to the end of the story. Guess what? You're winning $40.